the first thing that I like to cover is database reactivation or lead loss mitigation. You as a dealer have paid an acquisition cost for a customer, whether it's a park bench ad, a Facebook ad, or any other advertisement. Something was paid to get them to know you and try to do business with you. And so what we, our flagship product, have done is find out how to capture more of that business for a dealership. Even if it is just reaching out to 1,500 people that didn't buy last year from a small town in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and finding out that 40 of those 1,500 people are actually in the market again, right? And so in order for a dealership to do that, you got to hire a staff and go through all that. And so that's where we've created this. So there's three aspects of that. First, I'm going to go into your CRM. I'm going to scrub the last year of data and just find out whose life has changed, whose kid graduated, whose credit got better, etc. Then every 90 days, it's a revolving door of me doing the same thing. On top of that, you're going to have me set up basically a rule inside VIN Solutions. The rule is going to be custom to your store though. So say that you have staff that's just solid for 5 days of follow-up, and then on day 6, it's just gone. It falls off. Right. That's when Visquant is going to get involved, is on day 6. And so in VIN Solutions, we would create a report that says, if there's no communication in or out on day 6, push to me. And that's when I get involved. And so we would work together, your account manager and your store, to figure out what that looks like for you. But those are the 3 DBRs. So in this instance, customer was marked lost December 13th. We got the lead in August of 2025, right? And so we reach out. Hello, it's Emily from Patriot Chevy Bartlesville. Is this the same Crystal who reached out about a vehicle a little while back? And customer doesn't respond. Little poke. I think I have the right number. Is this you, Crystal? Again, no response. The next day, another poke. Crystal, how are you? I was just wondering if you're still looking for help. And now Crystal's engaged. Yes, but you cannot get me approved without a cosigner, and that I don't have. Totally get it. Have you checked out all the options? Our team's pretty good at finding solutions for different budgets. We help people drive away with something they love from all walks of life. Would it be okay if I had a specialist reach out and go over a few ideas with you? Now, when she says go for it, that's when Impel is going to tell you you need to get involved right now, right? Right. So Visquant, yes, this is a hot to trot customer. Yes, they've given us the inkling that they're willing to do business, but I don't think that's enough for me to hand it back to you. I want to get you as much info to turn that into the lowest hanging fruit possible. So the AI recognizes that. Perfect, noted. What time of the day would work best? Afternoon, or before you head in, morning, after your shift? No response, same basic message, reworded a little differently. Right on, thanks for letting me know your schedule. Would a quick call work for you right after your shift, maybe around 8 a.m., or is there a better window when you're off and not resting? I will still be up. Is it possible to text the same way we're doing right now? Absolutely, you can keep chatting this way. Is there anything specific you'd like them to focus on when they message you? Getting me approved. Is there any monthly payment or vehicle in mind that we can narrow down? I do like this stock number. Great. Anything else you want them to know before they reach out? They can reach out while I'm at work. And that's when the key, expect a call soon. But because it's conversational, they say, well, a text to the customer. And that's when you're going to see this right inside VIN Solutions. And it's going to say, what type of campaign was this? Database reactivation, speed to lead, or instant speed to lead. Who were they speaking with? The Emily AI agent. And then the 5-point summary with a blueprint. Crystal's facing a challenge without a cosigner. She works these hours looking for assistance on this car. She's not specified a budget or monthly payment. And this is the best approach is for sales to focus on approval options that don't require a cosigner and reach out via text to accommodate her schedule. Literally a blueprint for your staff, BDC or sales, depending on who's getting this, so they know what to do as soon as this comes over. And
do they get a specific notification at that point, and it goes to?
Yeah, so it's going to be different depending on the channel, right? So first and foremost, all managers get an email from Visquant anytime a lead is pushed into the system, so that tracking purpose is in there. More importantly, though, VIN Solutions is going to let you know depending on what type of lead it is. So with this situation, it was a duplicate lead. It was a duplicate lead, and so it came back in as in the same profile and just alerted that salesperson.
Okay.
And then if it's a brand new lead, it's depending on what your system is, right? So I'm going to show you speed to lead here in a second. But if a customer comes from the chat widget on the website, then I think Dana is your BDC lead, right? Mm-hmm. So her and her team would get that and then determine where it would go next.
Okay.
Now, before we move into speed to lead, You're familiar with KBB ICO?
Yes.
So Hyundai store asked us, I'm struggling with KBB ICO. Can you help me? I got one guy that does it. And I'm like, yeah, let's focus on one lead source instead of that big umbrella. And so we created a specific assistant. Tom puts needs to trade for a Tacoma or Forerunner, appointment is set, and that's on the 19th. On the 21st, the customer's a no-show, and the note says out of market. That's when day 3 comes and we get involved. This is Chelsea. I am the assistant for KBB ICO at the Hyundai dealership. This is him. The system pinged me to reach out. I didn't want to bother you. Have you already been in contact with anyone at the store, or in this case, Tom? And then this could be JD Power, Auto Alert, whatever, right? I don't think so. I've been contacted by numerous dealerships, so I don't remember all the names, haha. And the AI just matches his energy. Haha, it's understandable. So the system prompted me to reach out and check in. Are you interested in selling your vehicle or trading it in? Now he's cutting up, sending emojis back and forth, telling his story until, yes, please, somebody help me. And we pushed it back in. He didn't only come in and buy or sell a car, he bought one too, right? And that was even after the salesperson said that he's out of the market, because we specifically put that rule for these leads, knowing that Tom sometimes struggles with them, right? So if we come into your store and we find that you have one lead source that you're like, I really want to capitalize on these JD Power leads, right? Then we would take that out of the big umbrella. So we're not going to pull those in our pools, and we would just focus on them specifically.